Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have some good time together. A very easy way to expose Islam, or let us say you are a person who do not know anything about Islam, and there is most of people do not know anything actually even the one who think he knew a lot, like those who make videos on YouTube, they are still ignorant about Islam. But we will share with you a very easy way to expose Islam to be stupid, and we will open our Skype in case any Muhammadan he want to prove us wrong. All of us, we knew that the Quran full of fairy tale stories, and Muhammad, as the Quran described him, the Arab called him an ear. He is an ear. What does that mean? He's a person, anything he hear it, he added to the Quran. He's an ear. Literally, he's an ear. And this is a perfect description of such a man. The Muslims, they call Muhammad illiterate. For me, I don't mind to call him illiterate, because illiterate means ignorant, stupid. And the Muslims, supposedly, this is how they understand the religion. But for me, I see Muhammad illiterate, even if he knew how to read, how to write. If we go in the Quran, in chapter 9, verse number 61, you will see the Quran saying that the Arab, they call Muhammad, he is an ear. This is in their book. Muhammad, he could not respond except saying, well, okay, yeah, will he listen to what is best for you? So imagine people accusing you that you are a person who copies stories, stupid stories, and you agree with them. And instead of saying to them, no, you are wrong, this is what my God told me. But look what he did. He just confessed that he is making up Quran. Did you notice what he did? He just confessed that he is a liar. He is, because if you go and read the interpretation, you will see they are accusing him. There's a book, it's called Asbab al-Nuzul, which means the reason for the verses to come. He hear a story, he put it in the Quran. Muhammad now claiming to be a prophet from God, and he is receiving revelation from God. So what does stupid he do? He say, yes, I am an ear, and yeah, I give you the best of the news. So he admitted he is receiving news from people, not from God, claiming that this is for your benefit. He listened to what? This is Allah saying. Allah is now the lawyer for Muhammad. Among them are men who hurt the Prophet. Okay, so you can tell now this is an insult. This is not somebody praising him for being good. This is an insult meant to expose that he is just a liar. He's still, he hears stories from people. That's why the Quran have tons of verses saying, well, you are just reciting for us the stories which we heard before. Those are nothing but the fabulous of the previous generation. And so Muhammad, he agreed with that. He agreed, yes, you know what? Yeah, I copy stories, but what's wrong with that? But they are saying to him, this is nothing but fairy tales. We heard them long before you, Muhammad. If we go in the Quran right now and we search for the word fairy tales, or the word asatir in Arabic, chapter 6 verse number 25, chapter 8 verse number 31, chapter 16 verse 24, 23:83, 25:5, 27:68. I mean, it's in this. So the second they recite for them Quran, what they say, this is nothing but fairy tales of the ancient. Read it. The second Muhammad, he recite the Quran. You know how many times you heard the Muhammadan saying the Arab were amazed? And by the way, you notice that our number dropped because we just moved the broadcast channel to this channel. I mean, I don't know, people, we told them in title, we are moving to different channel. We put even the image, the thumb of Arabian Prophet account. We put the link. Still, people do not know how to find me. And we have Patreon, www.patreon.com/Christian Prince. Still, people do not know how to find me. Anyway, this is why I say stupidity is amazing. So when our verses, which mean the Quran, are recited to him, he say, this is nothing but the fairy tales of the previous. We heard those all. So the Quran confirm that those are tales for kids. It's a fictions. Only foolish people believe in it. And every person who hear, this is why Muhammad, you know, when the people they convert to Islam, if you go, you will check, you will find that there's a chapter, it's called the chapter of Al-Fatih. Okay, what is that Al-Fatih? You know what? By the way, most of the Muslims, most of the Quran chapters, the Muslims, they change their names. Like, you know, At-Tawbah, it's not At-Tawbah, this is Bara'ah. But anyway, they have different names, depend on the Quran you are reading. But if you go, when the victory of Allah, you know, when the victory of Allah came, people, they enter into Islam by like waves. Okay, how come they did not enter Islam when they hear the Quran? How come those people did not enter into waves? Into Islam by waves when Muhammad was reciting Quran. Only when he was victorious in the war, even the Muslims, thank you Muslims, they are adding the like a bracket to the Quran. So when Muhammad, he made the conquest against Mecca, then everybody in Mecca became a Muslim in 2 seconds. So Muhammad, he spent his life trying to, you know, but he could not make them convert to Islam. He killed the one who opposed, and the one who is alive, he converted to Islam. And this is how people, they enter like waves. All right. So the story now today is about the 7 sleepers. I will open my Skype. If there is any Muhammadan would like to join us, feel free. Actually, I just saw a video before I go live, and a kid, you know, American kid, making a video about why Islam is true religion. So I told him, call me. I mean, just stupid. I feel sorry for him. Stupidity is amazing. Okay, is Sarah? Sarah is in the chat? I see she sent me a message. Is she in the chat? Are you in the chat, Sarah? Post something in the comments so I can see you and make you an admin. Sarah, the lady who left Islam, she lived in China. Just make a comment so I can see your text, please. All right. Thank you. My Skype is open. If there's any Muhammadan would like to join us, please feel free. You know, we would be happy. You know, to see how smart your religion is. All right. I want to see how smart your religion is. So when they said to Muhammad, you are nothing in ear, and Muhammad, he confirmed, well, everything in the Quran is a proof that Muhammad is just a fraud. And the verse itself here confirmed that he's a fraud. He says he listened to you. So it's not Allah who's listening. Do you understand, guys, what my point is? Who is the one is supposedly now talking? Is it Allah? What is the accusation? The accusation that he is adding stories he hear to the Quran. So how Muhammad responds saying Allah told him to tell them? Yes, he listened. to what is best for you. So this is not Allah is the one is listening and he is the one responding. So he confirmed that what he add in the Quran is made by him. Let us go and read the interpretation. Maybe Christian Prince he got it wrong. Maybe, you know, this is not what it's meant. You know, maybe they are not saying that he are copying stories and you are taking stories from people before you and you put it in the Quran. Let us see. So chapter 9 verse number 61. And now the Muslim, they will say it doesn't say that CP. You know, I mean, we show them in the screen, we show them their translation, we show them their interpretation, we show them all the garbage they have, and then they say it doesn't say that CP. I mean, can you believe how far the madness of this religion? What is this? He confess that he's guilty. It's like you're like saying to somebody you are a rapist. He says, yeah, but I rape a beautiful woman only. Let us see the book of Asbab al-Nuzul. And from those who vex the Prophet and say he is only a hearer, chapter 9 verse number 61-62. This was revealed about a group of hypocrite, and anyone by the way accuse Muhammad of something, they are the hypocrite, who used to harm the messenger of Allah. Allah bless him and give him peace. I mean, the guy is dead. Allah will bless him after he died. By the way, it doesn't say in Arabic bless him and give him peace. They lie in translation. It says Allah pray on him and salute him. But by saying him things that he should not say, one of them said, don't do this, for we fear that we say might reach him. Listen carefully. Don't say this because we fear that it might reach him. And he, listen, and then he punished all of us. This is supposedly the reason. And then he says, we will say whatever we wish to say, and when it go to him, he will believe whatever we tell him. Whatever we tell him. For Muhammad is nothing but a hearer. And so Allah, exalt is he, revealed the verse. All right, and then he says, continue. About one of the hypocrite whose name, etc. Ibn al-Harith, the man, and by the way, he always he have to be a bad person because he's a dark skin. No way he is a white man. He is a dark skin. He was a dark skinned, red eye, like that. Like, man, the guy here have red eyes. Have you ever of a man have red eyes? Anyway, burned in the cheek, and etc. All kind of description, just to, you know, to make the man like he is something. It is this man about whom the Prophet, Allah bless him and give him peace, whenever want to look at the devil. So Muhammad, when he want to describe the devil, he tell them, look at this black man. Tell them, look at this black man. This is how Muhammad he see the devil. Let him look at Nabtal ibn al-Harith. This man was a tale bearer. He related the words of the Prophet, blessed be upon him, and gave him peace, to the hypocrite. And he who was told to stop doing this, he said, indeed Muhammad is but he is nothing but a hearer, which means he, you know, carry story, he copy them, and believe anything that the people tell him. Do you see it? He believe anything. Doesn't matter. How we can prove that Muhammad, he believe anything people tell him? Do you remember the story of Al-Jassasa? If we ask the Muslims where Muhammad he got the story of the Antichrist, hey Muslims, where Muhammad he got the story of the Antichrist. Is it in the Quran? Any Muslim can tell me? If we go right now, we will see where Muhammad he is really a hearer, he is an ear. So anything he listened to, that's it, he accept the story, he publish it. He's a thief of stories. I will type in Arabic in the hadith al-Jassasa. That's all. I'm not going to search for anything. Here we go. A guy, he sat with Muhammad. He claimed that he was with a bunch of men in the sea. And in 30 days, they were in the sea and they lost. We will not show you a da'if hadith. We will show you the strong one. Like, you see, this is strong hadith. Sahih. So, this man, he came to Muhammad. He told him a story. Muhammad, he copied the story. And now the story is part of Islam. Look at this story. This is Sahih Muslim. Narrated to me from the hadith from the Messenger of Allah, etc., 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 and then, you know, blah 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 blah. But let me read, you know, go to where the story starts really.